Hi, my name is Kristin Smith, and I'm the author of The Psyche Behind Sci-Fi, The Power of Point of View. My book is an educational think piece that teaches readers what the different points of view in fiction are, and how each point of view influences the sci-fi reading and writing experience. This book explores the intersections of intentionality and impact of fiction writing. There are many factors that authors take into consideration when choosing a point of view to write in. This book identifies and expands upon the different reasons authors prefer some point of views over others. The inspiration for this story came through a conversation with my friend Denise. I remember calling her excitedly about the fact that I found out my oldest brother also writes, and he writes in the same point of view as I do. And I never knew that about him, so I was excited to tell my friend about it because our age gap, we don't really have a lot of hobbies that overlap. I was telling her about how excited I was over the fact that we do have the same point of view and interest, and she kind of just stopped me. She's like, well, what's so important about point of view? And I paused because I realized, sometimes people don't always consider what point of view can do for reading and writing. I'm writing this book now to prove the consideration of point of view and how authors go about choosing the point of view the story is told in. So my goal for this story is really to be an educational think piece on what goes into story writing. One unique thing about this book is that it not only teaches you what the point of views are, but it actually exemplifies how the scope in each point of view changes as you go from first person to third. This book is actually structured around my story Incipience, one of the chapters from it, and it shows how the sci-fi experience really changes throughout the points of view because I've rewritten that scene in each point of view so you can learn more about the world as a whole and the characters based on the different points of view, because point of view ultimately affects what people know about a story. Even though first-person protagonist is my go-to point of view for fiction writing, I would have to say that the coolest story is found in the third-person omniscient section of this book. That point of view shows you how all the characters from the different excerpts fit together and gives you insight of the bigger conflict that the characters themselves are unaware of. Everyone is interconnected in one way or another, and it's cool to see how they come together in that final chapter. This book is useful for teachers if you want to help with your classes and teaching your students about what point of view can do for their writing. And if you're a literary studies teacher, the literary analysis aspect of this book also shows you how there are different arguments that you can find about the meanings of books based on the different points of views that there are. I really want this book to be a fun way of learning about point of view. Education doesn't always have to be dry, and I feel like if you're going to learn about something creative, you ought to have some creativity linked into it. You'll really enjoy this book if you're a sci-fi enthusiast like I am. This book includes original scenes from my sci-fi book that's full of laser-beamed fight scenes, alien language, and the grandiose worlds that sci-fi is known for. And we really just travel through all of those things and show you how point of view affects all of them. My name is Kristin Smith, and my book is about the power point of view has over the fiction reading and writing experience.